Good morning, folks. It's 8:56 a.m. on the 23rd day, 3rd month, 2023. Isn't this lovely? I'm watching some very, very severe cells popping up here across New South Wales. Here, Dubbo has got one, and there's another one tracking the other direction up here. And so we're going to have a quick look at these so you can get the warning out. This is definitely showing tornadic flows in it. And you will be very aware of the paths of some of these supercell storms as they track over and around. There's quite a rotation to this, going the opposite direction of the flow. Everything's streaming this way, but this is sustaining in place and actually reaching toward this tendril that's bombed into existence over here between Cobar and this town here, Ningen, however you pronounce it. The radar station here down low is frying up an edge. And a lot of nucleations going above the north of it. What a shame. Well, you guys are in for a rocking night along this huge line of storms here. Lots of chem deployments showing here in this, even in this image here. I'll turn off some of this cities here and get down to the nitty gritty. You'll see some of the typical formations in the tops of these clouds out here. So this is how you're going to start to learn to read these. Here's 1, 2, 3 right there. See the bomb circle? Boom. And every time a shock wave on the top of a cloud goes, boom, like this, it undulates the cloud together, and it makes stuff fall. Because the droplets or the ice itself that's up there, depending upon the conditions in that part of the atmosphere, will get heavy enough to fall, overcome the updrafts. Now holding it in place. See a bomb going off right here to the north of this big massive storms, which is also really going to be one hell of a night coming ahead of you. So I'm going to go right to the what's going on. Are we rolling? Yes. Look at the lightning in this. Had to happen. Did you see the chem yesterday? I showed you. Yes, it was going to be quite a show. From Singleton to Salisbury. This is one of the cells that I've been watching. It keeps undulating back into existence. This one here, if I turn the lightning off, you'll see the pulsations in the storm itself as it rides along this river line. Boom. That's a rotator, and that's a dangerous one. See the hooking around toward itself? Not good at all. This is another one I've been watching. This is a really wicked one. Here going, headed toward Malali. How do you pronounce it? Malali, Gunada. And we get to see some of the lightning in the sky on this. Some of it will be showing. It's quite lit up there. What's these 3 dots? Sunlight coming through a certain angle of cloud. Had it been quite a leaner there to give that. Wipe that lens. Look at the chemtrails here. Look at the chem bombs in the top deck preceding the lightning storm. A lot of EMF up there in the top. And a bomb going off right here. Boom! Just having a quick surf through. There's some of the images there from Korowa facing southwest. From skycam.net.au. I have to give them their credits or they might have hissy fits with hissying going on, because it's going to hiss it down today. Now look at the size of this line of storms riding underneath the radar station here that I said looked like it was about half on. Look at the beam shooting straight out from it, another one straight out from there. Boom, 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 boom. Beaming you. Yeah, I seen it down on the low deck, and that's evidence of it right there. It's not a glitch if it's making a cloud. What a rotator you got going there. And this is going to get much more electric as the full electrical potential of what's out at sea comes together. And the effect of all these microwaves fueling things. And this was yesterday's, oh no, this is this morning's latest, not so greatest image from the NASA worldview. Compliments of the NASA. Look at the axe in the sky here, huh? Nordic much? Or is that the mace of power that you see in the houses of governance that gives them the power they think to terminate life? And the big chem bomb off the coast of Sydney, Australia here. It's not such a pleasant sight for my eyes to see with the curly Q, our boy lover symbol, in the sky here, and all that going on there and there, like this and that, and a this and a boom and a plume and a that and here comes your thunder for the night, tendriling out, like the angels of death in the old Ten Commandments. And you know what? Thou shalt not kill comes to mind. Thou shalt not covet, and thou shalt honor thy mother and father. And this is of great dishonor to Mother Earth to see such a shit smeared out, sprayed on purpose, toxifying life that Mother Nature put here for us to nurture. You know, maybe we should call her Mother Nurture. And then we might catch the idea of why we're here. Because human nature is far too often greedy, and humane nature nurtures. Yeah. Mother nurtures son. And they're trying to block the sun. With stuff like this, even. This is going to fuel wind out here in the desert. There's the beak, and there's the crest of the vulture in the ground. That lake looks like a bird skull. But I digress. As these tendrils of death, they're coming for not just the firstborn, they're coming for all the born, and making it so it's going to be hard for anything to be born. Remember the problems with DDT that they had, and with the eggshells for those beautiful, beautiful marshland birds? Well, you know, those same companies are doing this type stuff too. They never went out of existence for doing such harm. Never was a good example set of what a punishment could be. And dang sure I don't see no atonement going on when I look out here over the Coral Sea National Park Zone. We're evidently the chem bombers parked for quite a long time over my Bubby Whale Zone over here. Not naturally occurring cloud formation. Is that Mr. Peanut? Well, we need to grow some peanuts ourselves here and deal with this problem. As they rode what NSW, New South Wales, yay in their sky with toxic stuff that was non-disclosed, with a big square form over here with a bomb going off in the center over near Orchard Beach here on the tip of Fraser Island. Ooh, this is anger-inducing. This is so wrong for us to do to our world. We're paying for our own poison. Somebody said we were guinea pigs. I say we're jackasses. And we got the souls of donkeys half the time, and that's an ass soul. And don't have the soul of a donkey. That's right. Look at this absolute deployment of chem here. The wings of the angel of death sweeps across to outback of Australia, fueling storms, fueling demise, fueling malaise, and dissing my ease this morning. And I think the people that are doing it are a bunch of losers. A big L for loser. And it is not a naturally occurred cloud formation. It is microwaves right there. Bzzz, getting fried. Straya style. How you like them apples? You want it fried? How about this big old wheat chick here? Mikey don't like that. Mikey don't like that at all, this jelly brand in your sky. And make that jelly go away. We want natural jam. And Forrest here got gumped. Look at the square form to the edging of this lines. See the circle? See the bombs? Between right here with jelly brand. Jelly brand, bombed by the man. Boom! And well, total whiteout there of them. Total shit smear here. And well, it's not much better as I go out across Bass Straits. Not much better. Not much better at all. When you see the chem bombs that have been deployed over the top of the ocean. Getting fried New Zealand style, getting cooked in the straits. Yep, cooked straight over here is being cooked well, and boy, do they have some totals coming there. That different line right there is a image spliced together for one satellite pass and then another. It's about 90-minute gap between the two images. This being more older than the other. So, in case you was wondering. Ooh, boogeyman. They called him can be bombastic, done by the bastards. These people didn't get enough attention from their parents, did they? To be doing this chevron in the sky. That's one of those shit emojis in the sky right there. Not naturally occurring cloud formations. Chem bombs suck. They fucking do. Not swearing enough about it sucks too. Ooh. As we look at the big storm area that's gonna in the areas of inundation today, they're about to cop it, and boy are they copping it tonight. And I'd be very surprised if you don't see a fairly major tornado of one of these unusual storms that have been bombed into existence over the top of these poor folks tonight, who are not going to get the best nice sleep at all as the Words River begins to get some of its heavy totals. And the totals over the next 24 hours through this area are not the smallest. Close to 2 centimeters falling tonight. That ought to swell the streams. That's 12 hours. Great. And somehow it went down. They can't make their mind up. Better making the mind up. The sky is bucking and it's fizzing. And then you're about to get it whammoed. The coast road. The entrance is going to be so wet. It's going to be flowing. Who named that the entrance? I had no idea I was going to be laughing about that. And access, are they getting honest yet? Yeah, they're telling you the truth and Emma's going to finally get it. I've been telling the Salisbury he's going to get staked for a while. Now, let me tell you what your arc means, again, to people. If you physically go out and build an arc in a bowl, it might come in handy. Oh, that's a devilish number there. It means you are aware of what is going on. You're taking responsibility for your own safety by keeping an eye on the radars yourself. You are ready. You're absolutely ready in case anything happens. You know tornadoes are coming. I set up one night when a Category 5 was Hurricane Fran came right over Chapel Hill when the eye was breaking up. Tornadoes spun, and we lost 90% of our old trees that night. I was in with a chainsaw. It's ready, sitting on the couch, convincing my family everything's okay, go to sleep. I'm shitting bricks. Yeah, do you have candles? Well, sometimes candles can catch fire. Maybe a hurricane lamp is better. Do you need light? Is the question. You got a torch? Get a hand crank one? I do have the ability to listen to local emergency networks at your choosing of when to do that. Yeah, you have to be aware. You have to be ready, and you have to be knowledgeable. You have to know where flash floods go, what they've done in the past in your area, right? And that's very important. And that's what your arc is. And when they say you to get in your arc, that means you don't go outside risking the lives of emergency workers. When you're in an area, they say get in your arc. That's what that means. If somebody was trolling me on that yesterday. That last name that even I anagrammed out to the word beers. How you looking out to sea here? Nothing to show here right now. Good. My gosh, it ain't happening in this line. This is a very dangerous situation unfolding for New South Wales tonight. And yes, it has been a very bombastic situation exacerbated by the toxic flyers who've been very busy bombing up the scene. You can see why I loaded that other screen now, because this one was very difficult to pick those bombs out. That's why I went with this one earlier. I had no trouble showing those up there. Okay, so you guys are going to get a weather warning out, ain't you? You're going to do this, ain't you? Absolutely, you will. I'm going to give you a quick roll through of the what they say the thunderstorms are going to be. And they don't even have that one line listed for right now. They better have it listed because they should know that. All right, so even this over here that's lightening it up right now isn't even showing. Come on, show me one lightning shot. Nah, that ain't it. The calm before the storm. That don't look very calm. Boy, that's very tumultuous skies there. Look at that. Look at the wall clouds poking down. Individual vortices trying to touch the ground. And when they do, you'll have a sidewinder. Yep. Absolutely will. And so you got some quite storms coming through. They have this all tracking north. Is again tomorrow, again revisited. Another sleepless night. For me, it looks like, oh, more. It looks like they're going to cap it tomorrow. Tomorrow, they'll flood ya. Tomorrow, the agenda's just one wish of theirs away. I think it's time for them to own nothing and see if they're happy. They dang sure should own no one. They dang sure shouldn't set a policy that toxifies the air over all the creatures under the sun that they're trying to block the sun itself. You hear a guy that makes money off selling you electricity, Tony, he wants to block the sun. Boy, doesn't that sound like a Simpsons world? And I'm sorry, it's time to break out the old Springfield when that comes to happen. And as we head in towards Saturday, you have a very wicked day going on through the trough. As these storms track north, somebody needs their valves adjusted, I think. Yeah, right. So you have some very dangerous times ahead for you guys. Yeah, I didn't do everybody at once. I'm just going to do the 48s. Detroit Crescent got a bit of action coming today. Some heavy storms. So watch for a quick burst. But it's nothing long and inundating. Oh, that was a swell of streams. Hey, here comes the killer of dreams. So what's your totals on the toes on that one? Let's have a quick peek. On the 48 hours, not too bad. On the 3s, they're bringing one in. And then the 5s, you get some wetness coming, Marble Bar and Altered Air, and then a whammo right into the center here to fill the lakes up. That might be bottled and used by mining companies, Nestle's, various crunchings of the world's ecology. Remember that word? And as the coast road is not quite being tickled by its tendril, to definitely show in the corner is an absolutely a remarkable situation going on here. Is something's been put up for sale. Oz for sale. The people pinching pennies. The penny pitch. Monorail. What a fucking shame. Boy, you're getting flooded again. Ooh, they flood you again. I hope you believe the can bomb above. Boom, 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 they plume you. They'll bit you, baby, back behind. Do, 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 do. Boom! This is a terrible situation overnight tonight. So we'll be watching this very closely. Very, very closely. Okay, so what's going to happen to my Winua on the land of the never-ending chemtrail? Yes, the totals are starting to come in. They're starting to hint that Nelson is about to have a problem. And they're gonna. So let's get prepared for a situation up here through the Richmond Ranges and all that. And this valley is definitely going to have issues through here where I'm pointing at. So be ready, because that's fairly imminent now, that tendril that's coming over. You got two events coming. You got a whacking and a shellacking. Right to the woodshed. Whammo. So, yeah, compliments of all that Australian geoengineering that you see it going off coast right now. So this is not a good situation. What the heck is that? It looks like a picture of a bowel with gas in it. As that's raindrops. It's a never-ending story. It's a glory hole world, man. And chem bombs suck. That's right. And well, who's on which side of the hole is what matters the most some days. Or do we just guillotine it? Put a guillotine on the glory hole for the people that think that's such a glorious thing to do. The straight line of storms predicted straight across the country with dry to Mount Isa. Right over to the radar stations, it would be nice and dry. Tennant Creek for a change, catching a break. So it looks like that Marble Bar inundation is due now. And you guys are about to have some soggy bottoms. So be prepared. Be very prepared. Never be scared, just be prepared. With that said and with that done, if you see the sunny day out there, go out and enjoy it and have some fun, because you got a couple days of sun to enjoy along this coast here, and I very much suggest you do. If the toxic flyers allow you to have some sunshine, you might make some vitamin D. And no, I'm not talking about a tranny out there doing a show with his testicle hanging out, getting a vitamin B, and his bell end getting a vitamin D. Yeah, I'm talking about good, beautiful, clean, orange, yellow sun. Not the blue screen with the Sanchez's going over, straight line deployments of chem, toxifying our air all the time. And with that said, and with that done, if it's sunny outside, go have some fun. And if not, be singing in the rain. Unless it's chem bomb rain. And then, well, I don't want to drop acid. And I don't want acid dropped on me by the hippies, man. Nah, I've had enough of that. Big love. Peace.